All right, everybody, we're going to get started. On behalf of the media relations team, George McNeely with Florida Citrus Sports. Please remember to consult your media guide for questions and see us if we can help you with anything. Right now, we've got the coach here. And I guess we'll begin by just asking you about the week preparations and what an emotional time it is for your seniors. Those kids are going to play in their last football game and just this trip to Orlando. How's it been going so far?
Yeah, the real senior day. I mean, everybody wants to point to the last home game as senior day, which is special for the guys to be able to, play that last game on their home field. But this is the real senior day, and we got 21 seniors that have meant a lot to the program. Whether it's a mixed group of four-year seniors, 5-year seniors, guys have been in the program even 1 year. These guys, it means a lot to them. Preparation has been good. We've been excited about being down here, obviously. One of the best bowl games that exists, the best bowl destination that's out there. So we've had a great time, got a lot of work done, and excited to play this football game.
Has coming down here to Central Florida been the ultimate test in work-life balance for the students?
Yeah, every bowl game is. There's lots of things to do here, which was why this is one of the best bowl destinations out there. But, we've been in a lot of bowl games. A lot of our players have been in a lot of bowl games. So, got to work hard, got to play hard. That's the way we do it. So it's been a lot of fun, but we've got our work done as well.
Thank you, Coach. Let's open it up for questions. We've got 2 mic holders, 1 on each side. If you'd raise your hands and let us know right there, sir.
Dana, I guess I'll start it as normal. Traditionally, your bowl games, at least when you win, in West Virginia, not just yours, are high scoring. And a lot of bowl games seem high scoring. Can you put your finger on why offense is so prevalent, maybe more so in bowl games than regular season games?
I guess you got more time to prepare. You get creative. We've been working a lot of wishbone stuff, so you get some more time to be able to come up with some new ideas, some new plays. I guess that's all I can pinpoint at. Miami's so good on defense. I don't know if we'll get a first down, let alone score a bunch of points. But I don't know. I guess just more time to prepare. You come up with some different things, some creative things. Hopefully that holds true. Hopefully we'll be able to score a few points.
Matt?
Along those lines, how is it with temptation-wise, to want to throw in a couple new wrinkles here and there and maybe get away from what you guys normally do? How much is it like a temptation because you have so much extra time to want to avoid maybe trying to do that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's there's temptations to do a lot of different things. I think the more important thing is to get your guys healthy and excited about playing a bowl game more than anything. I've been in some bowl games where guys really don't want to play. They don't want to be there. They don't want to play, which is sad. But that doesn't exist here. It doesn't exist with our team. I know it doesn't exist with Miami as well. So exciting matchup. Just try to have a good time with it and all that. So excited about playing.
Okay, right over here. We're outnumbered 3-0, so if anyone has questions on this side, let us know.
Good morning, Coach. How do you guys, can you talk about the Miami offense and you guys' plan on how you guys are going to attack them defensively, being that Miami can put up points with just about anyone? How do you guys, what was your preparation throughout the bowl week or an attack in Brad Kai and Walton and Yearby and all them?
You must be a Miami fan.
My uncle.
Well, no, I can't answer that question. I can't answer how we're going to attack these guys. We'll find out here tomorrow night. But no, they're good. It seems like Kai has been around for a long time. First time we've competed against Miami in quite a while, but it seems like he's been there for quite a while as well. He's an all-time leading passer at Miami, and is a great player. They're dangerous. I think you know, like anything, you got to try to stop the run. They're going to try to stop the run. We're going to try to stop the run, and then it goes from there.
All right, right over here, then Susan.
Coach, you talked a little bit about the seniors on this team and what this week's meant for them, but a lot of coaches always mention when they get accepted to a bowl how the extra practices help them out, especially with younger guys that might not have gotten to play. How were you able to implement that during the bowl week and get those guys some time on the field?
It's tough. You only got so much time. Everybody always wants to talk about you got 15 practices, you got a lot of time, and it is important for the development of the young guys to continue to play. There's no question, but you got to find a good balance between resting your guys, which I think we've done, taking finals, you got recruiting that you got to deal with, and then the game preparation in itself. So, there's a balance that exists between all that. I think we've got that figured out. Been in a lot of bowl games. You know, I've personally been able to be in a lot of them, not quite as many as Coach Rick has. He's been in about twice as many as I have, and been very successful. So there's a key to being able to balance that, and I think we both got that figured out.
Coach, is every victory equal to you? And what would a victory in the final game of the season mean, and is it different at all?
Well, that's a good question. All wins are important. There's no question. We've been fortunate to win 10 of them. This year. One thing that has been talked about a lot is there's only been 5 teams in the last 125 years of West Virginia football to win 11. So that's rare, and we got our eyes set on that. That would be special. I think if you go back and if you look at last year, winning the bowl game last year, that propelled us into a good place going into the year. Back 12 months ago. So you can use it not only to what are you going to be remembered for, but you can also use it as a boost going into the next year as well. So it's very important.
Coach, Skylar Howard's performance this season, his last game coming up. What can you take from it, and how would you describe how he's performed this year for you guys?
Good. He's a competitor. It's important to him. He's 19-8 as a starting quarterback. So there's been times where things haven't gone his way. There've been times where I've been a little discouraged with him, but at the end of the day, it's about winning football games, and he understands how to do that. So really proud of him. He's been a joy to coach. He's an overachiever. He's got a chip on his shoulder. It's been very well documented about what he is and what he's about. And this game means a lot to him. He's probably had his best practices leading into this game because it means so much to him. And he's going to go out there and he's going to leave everything out on the field. And that makes it a joy to coach a kid like that. There's no question.
Okay, in the back and then here.
Hey, Coach, John W. Davis with News 13 here in Orlando. You kind of touched on it in the beginning, but what's your sense about what bowl games like this kind of mean to the local community and to your fans who travel more than 1,000 miles away and they spend a week here and they make a vacation out of it? What's your sense on that?
Orlando's one of the top bowl destinations out there. I was fortunate to be able to be here in 2002. I know this is the second trip West Virginia's had in about 6 years. So East Coast is important to us. Florida's important to us. If I got one gripe, I guess it's the weather. It's a little too hot, So if you're complaining about that, then you're in a good place. So it's great for our fan base. It's an important area for us when it comes to exposure and recruiting and fan base. Orlando's a wonderful city, and we're thrilled to be here. I know our fans are thrilled to be here as well.
Dana, in South Florida, a lot has been made about the fact that it's been 10 years since Miami won a bowl game. What is it like going into a game with an opponent like that that's probably going to have a little bit of a chip on its shoulder, a little hungrier? Does that make them, you think, maybe a little bit more dangerous going into the game?
Well, it's been 1 year since we won one, so I guess that evens it out. I don't worry about that. you got to worry about your own brand. And you know, Miami's a great team. They've got great tradition, unbelievable talent, you know, well coached. It's going to be a challenge for us to be able to win this football game, but I'm a little bit more concerned about us winning than them.
Right here.
Coach, during the spring, really no one was really talking about West Virginia leading up to the season. Then when you guys started stringing together wins, everyone felt like you guys came out of nowhere. What was you guys' mindset coming into the season and throughout the season, feeling you guys weren't getting the recognition, or what was the feel in the locker room and between the coaches?
I think something like that brings you closer together. We were pretty close last year. If you look at how things went down last year, we won 5 out of the last 6 games and had a lot of guys coming back. Weren't supposed to win very many games this year, but we felt like we were a pretty good football team, and just, you know, that you can't let that discourage you from hard work or you know, the flip side is that when you start winning, like you said, I mean, you can't listen to that either. So it gives you motivation to be able to play. I mean, heck, we're not supposed to win this game either. So it'll probably motivate us a little bit as well.
In the back here.
Coach, how satisfying has the development of the offensive line been this year? I mean, you lose Yodney, I think the first or second series of the opener. You've had McKivitz step in, some other guys there, and obviously the success you've had running the ball and throwing the ball. How satisfying has it been to watch that group come together?
Yeah, everything starts up front. You know, whether it's running the ball, throwing the ball, if you're not blocking people, you're not going to be very good. So I think everything starts with Tyler Orlowski, our center. We've got an All-American center. That's meant a lot to this program. He's meant a lot to me. He's meant a lot to to the offense as well. So everything starts with him. But you know, Adam Pankey's one of the best kept secrets across the country. I mean, he's a 4-year starter that has played guard and tackle, and that's tough. I mean, moving guys around like that's tough, and he's handled it well. I think that says a lot for his maturity. You know, Joe Wickline's been instrumental with what we've done offensively as the coordinator, just doing a lot of different things for me. I think that's helped out as well.
Just a few more questions, folks. We'll go to Matt.
Coach, what would be your message when you talk about your seniors? What would be your message to them as you guys get prepared to come out of that tunnel for their final game? Would there be something that really kind of stands out to you from this season with these guys that you want to relay to them as they get out to play their last game?
I remind them that that nobody thought they were any good. You know, we had a good group of seniors last year that a lot of them went on to the NFL and they're doing well. So, you know, this is their team. This is their legacy. Got a chance to win 11. That's huge. Again, you know, I can't emphasize it enough. It's only happened 5 times in the history of 125 years of football at West Virginia University, and they got a chance to do the same thing. That's pretty special. I mean, you know, winning 10 is tough. Winning 11, that's pretty rare. So I think that'll take care of itself.
All right, last call for questions. Anyone? Okay, Susan, and then in the back.
Coach, there was a little bit of verbal sparring going on yesterday at the charity event between,
Really?
yeah, between the teams. And is that something that you think is a good thing to drive your team? Or is that something you worry a little bit about when they get on the field? You know what I mean? Might get out of hand, or something could escalate.
Well, probably. I mean, it's football. It happens, you know. So had a great time yesterday. You know, it's a special place, you know, and anytime you get 2 football teams together, there's gonna be some things. I mean, we had a DJ, so it's gonna get chippy. That's just the way it is. Pre-game is gonna get chippy. I'm going to guarantee you that. That's, you know, I think both teams understand that and get to behave themselves and not do anything illegal. You know, trash talk, that pretty much happens every single game. So not
Thanks.
surprising to me.
Back here in the blue shirt.
Danny, you talked a lot about just the player's legacy and everything like that, but going from a couple seasons ago, 4-8, to now 10 wins, possibly 11 wins, what does that mean for you and your legacy as a coach, just for where you're at right now?
Well, 4-8, you had to bring that up, huh? You know, we went from 4-8 to, I believe, 7-6 to 8-5 to 10-2. So I think that says a lot about, you know, where the program's at. I think where it's headed. Give the players a lot of credit, assistant coaches a lot of credit for just putting their head down and ignoring things and working hard. So I think we're in a good place.
Any TV in the back? Anyone else? Okay, please.
Dana, Skylar's had two big bowl games as far as numbers, and I think you've always said preparation is his strong suit. Does he do anything more, and do you have to rein him in because you say that, you know, sometimes he works too hard and he puts too much on himself?
You know, I think getting healthy is a big thing. That was certainly important for him last year. There wasn't too many quarterbacks across the last 2 years that have been able to go through 12-game stretches without missing games, and he's done that 2 years in a row. So that's you know, the wear and tear on the body is, you know, I mean, it was evident in the last couple of years, you know, and he does a good job of getting himself back with recovery and rest. It's important to him. So he's, like I said, he's had probably his best week of practice that he's had since he's been here this past week, and you know, that's because he's mature and he's been around a long time. He's a vet and he knows how to get that done. So he's a smart kid.